Welcome to another electrifying episode of Test Chamber. I'm your host, Ben Reeves, and joined by Dan Tack.
Hey, Ben Reeves. Yes, I am Dan Tack.
The Banner Saga Master.
I have, yes, I'm working. This is the second game.
The guy who reviewed it.
I am that guy.
You know so much about it, you know there's 2 games.
You're right. You could consider me an expert.
And this is it. This is the second one.
Yeah, I figured we'd start it up at a load point here right before a battle. I think this is about mid-game-ish.
Okay.
Maybe a little further than that, but nothing that will spoil you for any of the stuff in the game. So we're just going to do a battle.
Maybe we should set it up a little bit for people who are unfamiliar with Banner Saga.
By all means.
This is, I mean, you can go ahead and start the game.
Yeah,
but strategy game, tactical strategy game. Very story-focused, however, so unlike a lot of tactical games.
Would you say it's kind of like XCOM and Norse Myth?
Yeah, maybe mashed together a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, not clearly. There's none of the Overwatch. Well, actually, yeah, Overwatch is actually.
There is Overwatch in this game.
There is Overwatch.
But just to reiterate, like story heavy, like
very story heavy.
Long stretches where all you're doing is talking to other NPCs,
right?
Dialogue stuff, which
big consequences for your dialogue and choices as well.
Which honestly, I dug a lot in the first game.
I did too,
and I can't speak.
So here's Bulwark. This guy.
Too much about the second one.
This game is all about this dude right here. This man destroys people.
Yeah.
Like I bet you can just kill this guy straight up, like just right now.
Oh my gosh.
He's just massive.
You don't even have to use your. What do they call that? The willpower?
Yep. To sort of juice up your attacks. Oh, trouble ahead.
What is that guy? That's a new looking dude.
Yep. Hey, here's a hint. He's not friendly.
I don't think he's going to see very well. He just covered his eyes.
He is probably going to mess us up.
Have faith, Dan.
I do. I have absolute faith in my abilities.
Oh, he can resurrect guys.
That monster. Scintillating dialogue right there.
All right. We got to take her down.
Yeah, she's a troublesome character. All right, we're going to have to...
You can take that guy.
Oh, I know that.
So like I said, I was a big fan of the story in the first game. How does the story hold up in this one, Dan?
I found the overarching story to be quite good, but the moment-to-moment storyline I found to be weaker than the first game. So, like, just when you're moving your caravan around and... God, this guy... Wow!
Ooh.
This is a big boy.
All right.
We're breaking his armor right now so we can get to him.
We can come back to the story in a minute. Sort of the gameplay, you move your dudes around the battlefield, and each character has defense, which is the blue number over their head, and then they have, you call it health or whatever, which is the red. And the more you attack their shield, their defense, the more damage you're going to be able to do.
And this game is kind of interesting in that your HP or strength is also your attack power.
Right. So the red number is your attack and your health. So the more you get attacked, the lower that number is.
You get weaker.
The less damage you'll do. Yeah. It's kind of I thought that was an interesting way to sort of approach a strategy game.
Yeah, and since this guy is so huge, we're actually just trying to shred his armor a little bit before we dig into his HP bar.
Right. And focus on him because...
Yeah, he's the guy who can resurrect guys, right? So we have to kill him first. There's no option.
You get him. Oh, you're finally doing some damage.
Yeah, well, we got one of our big Varl units here. He's ready to hammer him home.
Oh! All right. You know what? This isn't going so bad for us.
No, this guy's screwed. Like, even though my Berserker's going to have a chance to kill my own unit here because he's adjacent, and the Berserking mechanic means he could hit a friend, we don't care. We're all about results here. This is a chance to kill him in one strike.
Ugh, you did it.
I told you, he's absolutely crazy. Bulwark is nuts.
Oh, well, so you made short work of that battle, Dan. I'm impressed.
Wow, I cleaned that up.
Yeah,
I don't know if it went that smoothly the first time.
Should we read through this dialogue scenes? Just
go
give
ahead.
People
you can read.
Well, all right. Not dramatic reading. We might just, we'll ease into it.
Sure.
Eyeless is trying to bring the cave down on our heads. Zephyr screams. Yep. I can't stop her, but the Valka abruptly grows quiet and scans the people running for their lives. Just keep them all together. Nichols?
So I guess we're probably going to have to make some hard choices here, as we always do.
Hard choices in terms of like how to pronounce people's names?
That's the hardest part besides choosing who to save and who to let die.
Here, Valka, Zephyr, the young Minder says, helping the older woman to her feet nearby. Zephyr grabs Nichols and whispers to him. The young Minder's eyes grow wide, but he nods solemnly. He turns to you and says, I'm sorry if I was a nuisance. A large rock falls nearby and he stumbles away. back towards Eyeless.
What is he doing?
Nichols?
I'm sure
Nichols
there's no
sounds strange to me, honestly.
Call him whatever you like.
Begins tracing a pattern in the air. He's a mender, which
He's
is
a mender, which is basically a spellcaster in this universe.
You yell for everyone to keep moving, tossing those who stop to turn around. Tossing those? Like across the room?
Yeah, man. They need some coffee.
When you look back, they need some coffee. Put some pep in their step. When you look back, Zephyr is standing behind Nichols, tracing an alternate pattern.
Oh.
The young man glows for only a moment, her hair flapping as if a giant gust is blowing past him. Then he crumbles.
We have a noble sacrifice going on here.
Eyeless grows quiet in the distance. You watch the form of the Sunder shake and struggle to maintain its form. Then it fades like snow blowing over a hilltop. A few more rocks tumble down and you grab the sagging Valka before she's crushed. Once you have met up with everyone else, you tally the numbers. The losses are not as bad as they could have been.
That's always good to hear in this game.
That's good. You lost 12 clansmen.
And 9 fighters. That's nothing.
So should we go over that real quick?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Clansmen.
I'm going to go through this.
Yeah, I don't know. People can read that, pause it, read it if they want. Klansmen, you're a caravan. You're trying to like get to safety, basically.
We are going to the
world's
basically
being destroyed.
Right, so we're heading to the last bastion of hope, more or less.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh, we have to make choices.
And you have some numbers up there, which represent food, and you have to
supplies.
Feed your clansmen.
Yep.
But your clansmen can also search for berries. Is that correct?
They sure can.
There's a bit of a Oregon Trail.
There is. This is basically the yes. I would say that's actually extremely accurate.
Yeah,
it's a good analogy.
Some Oregon Trail mixed with XCOM.
Mm-hmm.
So
dig that.
You have these dialogue choices that pop up from time to time. So sorrow and uncertainty swirl around Valka's face until she finally stands still. What, you ask? Things have changed down here, she says. Rocks have shifted. Rifts have opened. I doubt Eyeless did all this, but regardless, I'm not entirely sure which path to take.
What do we want to do? I'm going to let Reeves decide our fate.
We're lost. Just choose one for everyone.
That one doesn't seem good, does it?
I'm tempted to send the scouts out.
Okay,
I don't know
so these
about
choices all generally have consequences. This will probably just kill the scouts. We'll see.
You think so?
I have no idea.
Scout, you say, and the ravens near your group up. Wait, and the ravens near you group up instantly. You send them ahead. They'll at least give us something to go on. You tell Zephyr. Oh, what?
Well, it looks like stuff died, and oh, great, good job, Reeves.
Wow, there's dudes. So that's the thing, is you always got to play these things super carefully.
I hate this.
And there's moments where it's like,
I guess we're in it now.
You encounter a random dude on the side of the road.
Yep.
And do you want to engage with him? Like,
yeah, it's like you meet a strange person.
And I think you're pretty conditioned in most games to be like, oh yeah, I should interact with this guy. You might give me something good. But half the time here, something bad's going to happen.
Yeah, it gets really awful like that. And you know what? I'm kind of cooling. I'm kind of chill on that effect. It's cool the first like 10 times, and then it's just like, I don't even want to talk to these peasants. Just keep moving because I know it's going to lead to a battle.
You know
it's going to
kill
kill people.
Gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm going to send the Berserker off by himself because he can take anything.
Yeah?
This group is all about him. That's one thing I liked about this game. Like, all 4 of these characters are like support characters for him. Like, he's got a shield maiden. He's got, like, the bard or whatever. The poet. I don't know what the heck he's called. But he, like, insults people and sings songs. Yeah.
Sings songs?
He does. And we got
is that Gunnif?
The Extor.
I don't know his name is.
It's Good Gibbordson or something.
Sure, Gibbordson.
Yeah, that's like everybody's name in this game. Good Gibbordson. There you go. Oh wow, tentacle attacks.
So is there anything else we should note about this game that
I mean, I would
like?
strongly say to play the first one first, because otherwise you're just going to be completely lost as far as the story goes. And that's actually a huge component of the game. So,
and the story of the first one's good. Overall story of this one's still
I think the overall story is still good too. It's the moment-to-moment story that really felt lacking to me.
Sure.
Like the whole, you see a peasant on the side of the road. Do you want to see him? No. Oh well, you see him anyway.
Those weren't as engaging as before.
Right, I would say that, yes. They were definitely...
You see him anyway.
Right, it's like, oh, you wanted to do that? Well, guess what? You're wrong.
Nope, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. I definitely liked the first one a lot. I'm excited to dive into this one.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I do too, man. I reviewed the first game.
You already went through it.
I did.
And this game comes out this week?
Comes out today.
All right, it's out. So you can go play it. And the first one came out on consoles earlier this year.
It did.
This one is out on PC right now, but it's going to be coming out on consoles later this year. and like in the next couple months.
Do we know? Do we
I don't think they have an exact date,
Yeah.
but I know. My understanding is that it's soon. I know with the first game, it took like 2 years for them to finally release on consoles, but
Yeah, it did take a while, but I think they're
now
working
that the
more
engine is up
yeah.
and running on consoles, it's like way easier to actually like transition and get the second one up.
Ooh,
Oh, what happened there?
we took a penalty. These guys have like weird effects to them, of course.
The nice thing is, like,
when they
even
put
though
3 enemies on you,
that guy's down, he's not like dead.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
But he can die outside of combat. Let's be very clear here.
Yeah, there are like dialogue moments
Yeah.
where you might.
And there are quite a few of them in this game. They're like, hey, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Someone's dead forever. Oh, it's just like, oh, that sucks.
Dan, why did you get us into this fight?
I didn't. I really tried to avoid it. In fact, you're the one who sent the scouts out.
Well, that's the thing is like I wish there was a little bit
This guy's
maybe
got a
more
freaking insane
connection
keyboard. Yeah.
to like okay, well what's
That's
gonna
one of the-
really get me in trouble?
That's
here?
one of the more frustrating parts with the story-based gameplay that it has. Is like you pick the option that makes sense, that won't get you in trouble, and it ends up almost without fail getting you in big trouble.
Right. So that's too bad.
Yeah, this guy, he's a hard case. Oh no,
Wait,
don't do that.
How
Oh,
did he not take any damage there?
He did.
He did?
Oh wow, he didn't, did he? Maybe he's doing something. I don't
That
know.
was weird.
Let's chip through the final parts of that armor. And we're gonna die here.
These guys are working you over, Dan.
Well, to be fair, I'm not playing really hard, right now.
Well, I can tell.
We're kind of just moving and attacking here. Not exactly the most strategical combat. But as you can see, if you don't be strategic about your actions, you will suffer for it big time.
Here, 7. This is good.
It'll be more than 7. I'm going to dial it up.
There we go. I wonder what happened
Yeah, see,
last time.
I don't know.
That
Maybe
was
he
weird.
had like a proc. There are like talent abilities,
Okay.
that can like maybe percent to avoid damage, but not all of it. That's crazy.
You want to talk about some of their
So this is
abilities?
bad because
You're
this is
gonna
going
hit
to
the
kill
shield
him. And
maiden
the shield maiden's going to. I mean, that's her job though, but
to get hit by the shield
Yeah.
maiden?
like she's basically the. All right, so we're down to 1. When you're down to 1, you get to really, really get them. Oh. Yeah, okay. Who cares about that?
Oh, because you're walking over the
Yeah.
stuff. So you have this, what do you call that? The horn that builds up?
Yeah. So that's like if you really want to crank up your attacks to 11.
And you can use this willpower, which is the stars, to like
Yeah.
add to your
So he's
attack,
like, I think he's draining health from my guy or something. That's.
which is what you're doing. You can also use willpower for special moves, which I don't think you've done any yet. I
Oh,
mean-
we're gonna lose this. Bulwark's down to 2.
yeah, but you can
Our
do
shield
6
man's
on
healthy.
him.
Yeah.
No.
Never mind. No, that's good.
Do you want to show or talk about your? Yeah, you got him almost. Yeah. Ooh, look at that!
Yeah. That's right, buddy.
Some of the powers you get.
Yeah, we didn't really use them in this fight, but like there's like this is protect. We did use this earlier, but like we used this to buff up Bolvar. Mm-hmm. And this is great because like she has shield mastery, which means it takes from her armor before her health, which makes her quite strong.
And then what are some of Bulwark's?
Bulwark swings twice, but he can hit an ally with his second attack.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he's crazy. And if he can also use another move called Culling, which if he gets a kill with it, he gets an extra turn.
So it's good to
He's
just
a big
like
man.
stay away from him.
He's a lunatic. Yeah, he's definitely the strongest character of the bunch. That's why he's the leader of the Ravens. He gets the work done.
Well, we pulled through somehow, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I was entirely responsible for that, but
I think you never send scouts out. Remember that, because if you send scouts
Never
out, you
send
fight
scouts
guys.
out.
Yeah.
apparently.
What in the depths were those things?
All right, what were they?
I
No
don't
one
know.
answers,
But
man.
you could play the Banner Saga 2 to find out.
That's right. Another addition, they added horse people in this game,
Yes, that's right. The horse
which we haven't seen yet, but they function differently in combat.
I think our other crew has currently found them in this time in the game. I'm not sure. You play 2 different parties.
Right. So this is actually a pretty good party to show off because Bulwark's kind of
Bulwark
awesome.
is okay. Let's face it. Bulwark is the highlight of this game. Okay, he's crazy.
He's got an awesome mustache.
He's a berserker. He tears through people.
He's got one random string coming off his mustache. That
He's
I
really
wanna
mean, too.
Trim off.
You can make a lot of cold-blooded decisions and feel really good about yourself.
But whoa, who's
Whoa,
that?
That's the Stone Singer.
Why is he there?
I don't know. Let's kill it, right?
Yeah, kill it, man.
Kill it.
He's just chatting with your dudes.
Oh, do not make his mistake. He's the only source of information why they're here and what the creatures were. Oh,
Apparently, we should not kill him.
It doesn't even let me kill him. See, this is what I mean. I want to kill him. Kill him. Right?
Well, you can still.
We want to kill him.
The game has warned
She
you.
says,
Don't
please
kill
don't.
him. But
the game has
we
warned you
can
don't
still
kill him.
do
So
it.
what do? You kill him.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Monster.
Well, she didn't like that at all. I think she's probably going to leave us now. And stuff like that can happen. Like you pissing off your party members can have drastic and altering effects. That's part of the game. I think that's a good look, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty good look.
Yeah.
Like I said, Banner Saga 2 out today on PC.
Yeah, and the review is out today as well.
Worth playing. 8.5.
8.5.
Dan, you gave it?
Yeah, you have to kind of like, obviously you have to like tactical strategy games. But if you do, this should be right up your alley. But again,
it looks good. It's got good strategy, interesting story, a lot of dialogue, which you're going to have to read.
I would say because of the intense nature of the story of the game, it's probably in your best interest to start off with the first one if you can.
Right. Yeah, there's that.
This is not a game you kind of want to pick up in the middle.
But if you're a fan of the first one, which...
yeah, if you're a fan of the first,
there's
this is
a few
it's
of
a
us in the
no-brainer.
office that are, so we're excited this is out now. So thanks for watching, guys.
And remember, don't send your scouts out. Get coffee instead.
Dan, thanks for playing. Thanks for surviving. And till next time, everybody. Over and out.